Hi everyone, Bonzo and I are here. We're going to be trying on a couple coats and we're going to find what works for him. So follow along. If you want to try shopping online for a jacket, this is the guide for you. So the first thing we're going to do is get Bonzo's measurements. We'll need a couple things, some sort of measuring tape. If you don't have one like this that's nice and bendy, you can just take some rope or twine, string of some sort, and do the same measurements, lay it out and measure it with a ruler or a different type of measuring tape. So first I'm going to get his girth here, which is just underneath. So he's 23 around. Next we're going to get his length, and that's going to go from about where his shoulder blades hit to the base of his tail. And you do want them standing up for that. 18 inches long. For this first coat that we're going to try on, the RC Pets Cascade Coat comes in lengths. So the size is going to be 18 inches. Very easy to remember. So here we have the Cascade Coat. Nice waterproof exterior, and the fleece lining is what I really like for Bonzo because although he's scratchy, he doesn't have an undercoat, so he gets cold kind of easily. The other nice thing about this is that you don't have to put it over his head because it has a Velcro opening. I'm actually going to start with it completely open here. I'm going to throw it over him like this, wrap it underneath with that Velcro there, just so that it sits comfortably. And I do have his harness on him already. I like to have the harness underneath just because it keeps it a little bit more dry, but if you have a big bulky harness, you could actually throw it on top as well. So that looks like a good fit. It's a good length. It's not going to hit anywhere that he's going to pee into it, which is important. And I like that it has this little wind protector for his little neck. This down here is reflective, which is great. You know, those night times come earlier in the fall. So now for his harness, because it's a front clip one, I would just actually feed the leash through here. There is also a little port here if you're wearing a collar to go through there. I think we're ready to hit the streets. Next, I'm going to try on him the RC Pet Slicker. It's a little bit cheaper. It's just a shell. Could be something nice that you would just pack in your bag if you're on the go, or if your dog has a thicker coat, or if you already have sweaters that you want to layer on top of it. And since he's an 18-inch length, I think he's going to be a medium. So we're going to try that on next. This time I'm going to put it on him like a cape, looking a little bit like Dracula with this here. And easy peasy. It does have a bit of reflective piping right there, and it has the portal here if you are using a collar. This one actually cuts a little bit higher up, so you could actually use your front clip harness right here. Okay, and we're back with Chai, and we're going to try on a couple other of our favorite coats. The next one we're going to try on is the Roughwear Sun Shower, and Roughwear actually does their sizing by girth. He's a 21 around, which is going to put him at an extra small in the sun shower. Now Chai's a very fun guy, so we're gonna get him the brightest, funnest color they have, which is this awesome hibiscus pink. And it just flips right over the head like you saw. And then there's two little clips. The nice thing about the clips as opposed to the Velcro is that that's not gonna get hair stuck in it. It's not gonna degrade faster, which is just one reason why Roughwear is a little bit more expensive. They put a lot of thought into the gear and the quality. Now, a couple things that they've added this year for the sun shower are a little loop in here. So if you have a back clipping harness, you can actually connect it right there. Again, I usually use the front clipping harness, so I'm just gonna go with my leash in through the top here and connect it there, or you could come out the side. They have a little flap under here for some nice coverage. And then this year, they have these flaps that come down on the legs to give you even more protection on those really fluffy, big areas. They've added these little stirrups, which were on the vert before, but are now on the sun shower. So those are going to be awesome for when it's windy. The jacket's not going to be flying up, especially with these new flaps there. A couple other really cool things from Roughwear. These little lines you can see that are sort of a different texture are actually reflective. So there is a safety feature there. And they have this little clip here, and that's going to be specifically for their light. And that's going to be another layer of safety. It's actually USB rechargeable, which is really nice. And then I can feel safer in the winter and the fall when it's dark out early that my guy's got some light on him. Keep in mind when you're buying a jacket, if you're going to want to layer, because Chai is kind of on the cusp of two sizes, but I know that an extra inch or two from another sweater or a padded harness is going to still land him in this size. So if you're on the cusp and you know you're going to be layering, try sizing up. So that's it. Those are some of our favorite outerwear products for 2021. If you have any questions or would like your dog fitted, you can come on down to our store in Vancouver or leave a comment down below and we'd be happy to help. You can find the full range of jackets in our store here or at discoverdogs.ca/shop.